Welcome once again to Octane Mobile Gaming. We're in the second day of the event and I've been doing quite well against the Overkill and the Ultrakill bosses. And this is the deck that I've been using for Overkill and Ultrakill bosses, and it's been dealing 500% Overkill on the Ultrakill bosses. So I'm running one copy of the support card, and this support card is really a good support card. It doesn't spawn quite a lot of power gems, but when it comes to heal, it is a really good healer, and I'm really enjoying playing with this support card. I've got 2 copies of the support card. Wish I could have gotten probably 1 or 2 more copies, but I'm okay with 2 copies for the moment. So the support card is the card that actually helps the deck along really well with the 2 light gems, sorry, that it spawns every turn, which does come in really in handy with this particular deck. Now the next card that I'm actually running is Durus, Apostate of Hell, and that's the event card for this current event, and he does produce power gem 1s. He produces a maximum of 6 power gem 1s when you get up to 300 skill points. But the thing that I love most about this card is its killer, arcane killer, which is really helpful against the Ultrakill and Overkill bosses. So I'm actually happy that I got a copy of that card. So the Inventor Drosselmeyer is a really good card as well. I'm really happy that I got it from the last Commander event. It's been doing wonderful on this particular deck. It does produce quite a bit of power gems 4. It produces 6 power gem 4s, which help out quite a lot. Plus it's got Immortal Killer, which is handy when you come up against bosses that it does 200% extra damage against. So my power gem spawners are Primal Guardian and Ultra Ivor, and they do a really good job filling up the board with power gems. So I'm running 3 creature relics, and these 3 creature relics will give me 15 creature intensity. So the deck is quite a slow deck because I haven't got any cards producing intensity. I'm solely reliant upon my relics to produce my intensity for Ultra Ivor and Primal Guardian. I'm also running 2 Commander relics, which I've actually created a ultimate relic as well. I got a second copy from the relic pack yesterday, well, last night really, and it's really a good relic. It's quite powerful, and it does improve the damage output of the deck overall. So this particular deck has a certain way to play it, and you have to concentrate quite well. Can't lose concentration while you're playing the setup, because you'll probably miss your cue and then everything goes all over the place. So one of the key things about this deck, you have to take down the boss's health quite a bit before you pop for the final attack, and you have to do this first attack at a particular intensity, which I normally do the attack between 45 to 60 intensity, which gives me just enough damage to take down the boss's health, but not too much as to kill the boss. So we'll start out the fight just building up our intensity and gradually just doing a bit of chip damage. Chip damage doesn't add up to quite much, but as you can see, it does help a bit. So I've actually activated all my battle skills, and I'm just taking down the boss's health just a bit. So his boss health is down to 39 billion, which is okay. Anything below 40 billion is where you want to have the boss with this particular setup. Lower would be better, because the lower the health of the boss is, the better chances you have of dealing the overkill. But never mind, it's a proven technique, and once I've taken the boss health down to less than 40 billion, I can actually deal the 200% overkill on the overkill bosses, And on the ultra kill bosses, I think below 40 million is the same marker point. So below 40 million, you are very likely to deal 500% damage on the boss. Some of the time I do take down the health a bit further, but 9 out of 10 times it works. There's that one time when it doesn't. So as you can see, I'm just waiting on my intensity to get up to maximum. The maximum intensity that you need for Ultra Ivor and Primal Guardian to fill the board with power gems is 340 intensity. 340 intensity, they'll fill the board totally. Ultra Ivor will produce power gem 1s. It'll be upgraded by Primal Guardian, which create power gem 2s. So that will upgrade the power gem 1s to power gem 3s. You've also got your event card, the Apostate, and he produces power gem 1s. So he will upgrade any power gems on the board to a higher level power gems. You've got Drosselmeyer as well. He doesn't really upgrade in the power gems because he produces power gem 4s, 6 power gem 4s, or 8, I can't remember right now. But with all those power gems on the board, you create quite a bang for your buck. Moreover, you've got your killer skill. As you can see, my event card is percolating, so he's just waiting, set like a coil spring, waiting to do his damage. So I've activated all my battle skill, swap 2 power gem 4s. I like to swap power gem 4s. Don't know if it do much more damage than if you swap power gem 1s, but I just like to swap them. So there we go. The boss is dead, and let's see the maximum damage that I've dealt. So as you can see, I've dealt quite a bit of damage, over 300 billion damage. And if you take into account the actual damage that you've done to the boss, it's over 400 billion damage, which is more than enough to actually deal your 200% overkill or your 500% overkill on your ultra kill boss. So I'm using the same deck on this ultra kill boss as well, and this time it's Drosselmeyer's kill skill that is actually active. So he will be my main damage dealer in this particular fight. So it's the same procedure. You pop your cards, you wait until your skills get up to a certain, wait until your intensity, gets up to a certain point, then you activate all your battle skills. Use your swap your power gems and just take off a bit of the boss's health. The lower the boss's health, the better it is, but anywhere below 40 billion HP on the boss, you will actually be able to deal the 500% overkill on the boss. But the key thing about it is, don't forget to take the boss's skill down to by a certain amount before your intensity gets too high, because if your intensity gets too high, you will kill the boss and you will only get kill. You won't get any percentage whatsoever, and you don't really want that. You don't want to use 9 keys to attack a boss and you have maximize those 9 keys. So get in anything between 300 to 500% overkill. You're actually maximizing those 9 keys, and those trophies that you get as well, it is quite important. So at the end, I'll just do a rough calculation of the total amount of trophies that you'll get to do 500% overkill on one of these bosses. So as you can see, my intensity is rising quite nicely. 255, 265 intensity, 260 intensity skill points. So my skill points, I want my skill points to get up to 300 skill points so that my event card will produce its maximum amount of power gems, and 340 intensity for Ultra Ivor and Primal Guardian to fill the board with power gems. Then Drosselmeyer, he just produces his gems. He doesn't need, he's not totally dependent on intensity. Once you've got 50 skill points that he can consume, then that's good. So as you can see, all my skills have been activated. Swap my power gems. and then deal my damage. So as you can see, Drosselmeyer is the one doing all the work, heavy lifting here, which is not bad. And we're just gonna have a look at total overkill. So you can see the total overkill is quite high, which is good, 389 billion overkill, and you do get 100 million trophy, and that will give you a total of over 2 billion trophy, which will push you quite a way up the solo leaderboard. So this setup it's not the ultimate setup. The Master Collection card or the ultimate form would be a great addition to this setup. Don't know which card I would actually remove to actually put in the Master Collection or the ultimate form, but at the moment I am not doing too good when it comes to the runes. I've collected a few runes, but I've got quite a lot of duplicate, especially for the ultra rare. So I've just got, I think, 3 more runes to collect, 2 for the Master Collection and 1 more for the ultra rare. So as you can see, for the Master Collection card, really I can really get a copy of the Master Collection card because I can craft 2 runes, but for the ultra rare I need 2 runes, and I've only got 1 more in the collection. As you can see, I've got 1,600 dust for the ultra rare, which is not enough. You need 2,600, and don't know where I would get the missing dust, but never mind, I'll take the Master Collection card if I can get it. Don't want to use up all my dust. I've got 6,000 dust. I can craft 2 runes, but I'll wait and see what happens after I've collected the 2 runes that I've got left in the collection. So if you've got these cards, you can set put this deck together, and you'll be able to actually do massive damage. So I just wanted to bring you this video. So like, subscribe, please don't watch the video, please subscribe and leave a comment below. It really helps. Peace and have a good day.